Hi everybody, this is Christine and I'm here with a fun fall decor project for you today for my brand ambassador project for Graphic 45. Today we're going to be making a Tussie Mussie using the Charmed collection. So first you'll need to select your paper and you'll need to cut diagonal from top to bottom corner. Then you'll need to turn the paper over and start rolling from the bottom left side up to the corner in the top. Once you have that corner where it needs to be, mark down on the bottom so that you know where to place your double-sided tape. It is easier to use double-sided tape for this step than it is for using glue because it will instantly adhere to your paper. You'll want to make sure that you put the tape on the side of the paper that's going to be facing out so that you can curve this into the cone shape for the Tussie Mussie. After curving the other side around the cone, make sure that you place additional pieces of double-sided tape on the inside along the edges so that it will completely adhere to the cone. So I'm putting my first piece down now, but I forgot to put my second piece down. So you will see me in just a moment remove the tape that I just put down so that I can place my second piece. So you want to go ahead and do your second piece before you place your second side on the cone. And now that I have my cone shape intact, I'm going to lay it on the desk and flatten it out slightly just so that it will lay a little bit flatter once it's done. I've taken a strip of the patterns and solids. I used one of my Fisker's border dies. It's a 12-inch piece. It'll fit perfectly around the cone and it's about 3/4 of an inch long or 3/4 of an inch wide. So I'm taking double-sided tape and I am adhering this along the edge around the entire top portion. Next, I'll be using a piece of the satin trim from the Graphic 45 French Lilac trim pack, and I'm placing this on the inside of my cone. Not a lot of this will be seen, so if you don't want to do this step, you don't have to, but I just like that it looks a little bit more finished and complete. Also, if you prefer to use your Tussie Mussie to hold goodies, Halloween treats, or other things, you will see this, so you don't have to put this, but it can be really nice if you are going to see more of the inside of your cone. Next, it's time to place eyelets on the side to place ribbon. So I have smashed my Tussie Mussie down just a little bit so that I know where to place this. I'm using my Crocodile, but you can use anything to poke holes and then set eyelets. I'm using smaller eyelets for this so that I don't have to tie as large of a knot whenever I place the ribbon in my eyelets. Cut another length of your ribbon, and this can be any size that you choose, just depending on how short or how long you want it. I chose to knot one end first, and then I'm placing the other end from the inside out through the first eyelet. Then I'm going to place the string or the trim through from the outside in to the second eyelet, and then I'm going to tie a knot to secure my ribbon. Next comes the fun part. We'll be decorating and embellishing the Tussie Mussie cone. So here's where I will start by decorating the frontal portion of the cone. Whether or not you choose to decorate yours fully like mine, or you choose to use this for candy and goodies, you'll still want to add these embellishments on the bottom. So go ahead and grab your Graphic 45 flowers, and also you're going to need to get some leaves. And I have used the metal Graphic 45 leaf die that comes in the large tag die set. And I'm also using some Tim Holtz leaves that I have, but you can use any leaf die that you have in your collection or any other leaves that you have. If you don't have leaves or you don't like the look of those, you can do anything else here to decorate your Tussie Mussie. And what I'm doing here is taking two of the Graphic 45 greenery pieces and I'm placing them on top of each other just so that the center stem is glued together to give it a little bit more dimension. It will also allow this piece to be a bit sturdier so that the piece doesn't rip when it's on my Tussie Mussie. Okay, it's time to decide if you are going to decorate your Tussie Mussie inside or if you're going to use it for treats. If you are using it for treats, don't do this next step. Just fill it with your candy or goodies. But if you're going to decorate yours like mine, you'll want to have a piece that's going to go inside so that you don't have to fill the cone with as much stuff. So I just took a scrap piece of cardstock, folded it in half until it was more of a square shape. I stapled it to hold it closed, and then I made sure it was the right size to go in my cone so that I had just a little bit of room before the top of the edge. So here I am using some green fun fur. I picked this up at the thrift store, but you can find something similar in one of your local craft stores. I'm using my hot glue gun just to go ahead and cover that cardstock so that you can't see it. You can use anything here that you want. If you don't like the look of this, you can layer a bunch of different leaves. You can add flowers, fabric, even some of the charmed paper from the Graphic 45 collection. I have taken one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, I backed it on some orange from the Patterns and Solids, and then I fussy cut around it. And I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue to the bottom so that this will be standing up so you'll be able to see this, but it's going to be in the fun fur so that it's going to be poking out. Then once I have this in there, I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue just to the edges so it will be held in place. And don't worry right now if it's not super secure. We're going to be adding flowers and other things to this that will help it to secure into the top of the Tussie Mussie. And now I'm going to be taking more of the Graphic 45 flowers and placing them in front of, on each side of my sticker. You'll see me place some additional leaves in front of and in back of my sticker piece as well. So at this stage, you just want to go ahead and layer up more flowers and leaves to give some extra embellishment. There's really no way to do this that's right or wrong, just whatever you think looks best. So go ahead and experiment, figure out what you might like, and then glue it down once you have decided what's best for your Tussie Mussie. Once you've finished your project, go ahead and hang it to display so everyone can enjoy it. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and until next time, happy crafting!